Hi Year 6, it's Miss Fry again. Welcome back to English Lesson 7. So today I'd like to start with another short video clip about spider monkeys. But before I do so, I'd like you to grab the things you'll need for this lesson, please. So you'll need a pen or pencil, some paper to write on, and your work from all of our previous lessons. You pause the video now and go and collect those things. That would be brilliant. Thank you. Have you got those things? Brilliant. Right, I'm going to share another video with you, as I said, about spider monkeys. And what might be useful for you today for our lesson is to gather a little more notes to go with the ones that you made last lesson. So if you get your notes from last lesson, where you did your comprehension questions as well, and anything interesting or different that you learned from this video, you could always add on the end in bullet point form. Right, let's get the video started.
A spider monkey leisurely swings through the jungle canopy on all fives. With their prehensile tails and long arms, spider monkeys are ideally suited for treetop traveling. Elongated fingers and an abbreviated thumb help them swing through the branches, while their tail acts like a fifth limb. It's capable of supporting their entire weight. It's a handy adaptation to have when eating or roughhousing. Traveling in troops, they feed mainly on fruit and leaves, carrying their young with them at all times. But life is not always sweet. Someone must watch for danger. Prowling through the undergrowth is a hungry margay. A signal alerts the troop. A well-timed barrage of shouts and branch shaking manages to send the cat on its way. Once the danger is past, it's back to her normal routine of eating and resting. It's a very leisurely life indeed.
I hope you enjoyed that video, Year 6. That's from the National Geographic website, and there are loads of brilliant videos on there if you'd like to check any of them out at another time. So let's look back at our learning journey. We're almost at the end of it now. So last lesson, we did the next part of our learning journey, so we skipped back a step and we read and answered comprehension questions and collected facts all about spider monkeys. And then the third from the bottom bullet point just here is write paragraphs about an insect and an animal from the Amazon rainforest with a focus on cohesive devices in your writing. So today we're going to be focusing on that animal, and surprise, surprise, it's going to be the spider monkey. So today you're going to work independently to write a paragraph about spider monkeys using the notes you collected last lesson and from the video clip just now. I'd like you to apply the skills that you've practiced during this unit of work so far, and your challenge is to include all of these skills in your paragraph. So we'd like to see, please, technical language used, expanded noun phrases, fronted adverbials, fronted subordinate clauses, relative clause, prepositional phrase, and some brackets to add in that extra information. So here are a few of my notes that I made from the text that I shared with you last lesson, and also from the video clip that we just watched. And hopefully you've got some very similar notes yourself. You may have more than this. This was just from the first page of that and a couple of others that I picked up. I've had a go at making a start of my paragraph about the spider monkey. So first of all, I've got my subheading here, just spider monkey at the moment. I may choose in the editing stage, I may choose to make my subheadings a little bit more interesting and exciting to entice the reader. I'm going to come back to that in a little while. So I've started with my first sentence, which reads, Another species which inhabits the Amazon rainforest, as well as other rainforests in Central and Southern America and Brazil, is the spider monkey. Okay, so what I've done here is, at the beginning, I've said another species which inhabits the Amazon rainforest. So I've linked it back to the previous paragraph where I've talked about different species, which was my insect that I described, my emerald skaterfly. I've already used a relative clause here, which inhabits the Amazon rainforest, as well as other rainforests in Central and South America and Brazil, is the spider monkey. And I've used brackets here to give the scientific name for the spider monkey. Okay, I've then moved the sentence on with these fascinating primates. So I've replaced the noun of spider monkeys, called it something else, so it's not too repetitive. So I've got these fascinating primates are large, extremely agile mammals who live in groups. Oh, another relative clause there. I've used that information directly from the notes that I made earlier. Despite its thumbless hands, so I've started off with the subordinating conjunction there, despite, means kind of the same as even though it's got thumbless hands, or in fact, it's got the abbreviated thumbs, hasn't it? The very shortened thumbs. Despite its thumbless hands, the spider monkey can move swiftly through the trees. I've then moved on from that to say it has elongated fingers and an abbreviated thumb. Now, abbreviated means shortened, a bit like do not is don't. Okay, so a usual thumb has been abbreviated. It has elongated fingers and an abbreviated thumb, which helps it grip to the branches. And then I've added further information using a fronted subordinate clause here. In addition to its well-adapted limbs and hands, this magnificent creature has a long prehensile tail, which acts as a fifth limb. I might next then go on to give a little bit more information about the prehensile tail. And there are many more things that I could write about in this paragraph. Can you think of what they might be? Well, if I look back at my notes, I can think, what else am I going to write about? I could write about their weight, their length, their tail in relation to their body. Oh, that would make a good relative clause. I might talk about their coat and their face. So mostly I'll be talking about their appearance. I might start to talk about their diet. In the last lesson, if I flip back to that screen, you'll be able to see it. In the previous lesson, if I flip onto those, here we go. There was some useful information there for you. I might write about how they like to travel in groups. I might write about their habits and the things that they do in groups. I could write about the sort of things that they eat. We talk about their babies, and then also the fact that they're under threat due to deforestation and hunting. So there are many things that you can write in your paragraph about the spider monkey today. I want you to think about the order of those and how well they link together so that your paragraph is cohesive. And also going back to our success criteria of skills that you practice this learning journey, I want you to make sure it includes technical language, an expanded noun phrase, a fronted adverbial, a fronted subordinate clause, a relative clause, prepositional phrase, and brackets. So can we try and make sure we use all of those, please? Right, best of luck. You pause the video. Feel free to flip back to my notes, back to the information from last session that I just showed you, and back to my example of the start of this paragraph. Okay, pause now and have a go at your work. Thank you. Well done, Year 6. I'm sure you've worked extremely hard on that. Now, to finish today's learning, I'd like you to have a look at the following things. So next, I want you to read back through all 3 of your paragraphs. So that's your introductory paragraph about the Amazon rainforest, your paragraph about your insect that lives in the Amazon rainforest, and this paragraph about the spider monkey. Whilst reading, I'd like you first of all to correct any simple errors as you go, such as spelling, any missed punctuation or any missing words or repeated words. Those simple ones that when you read it back with fresh eyes, you think, oh, yes, I've made those mistakes there. Once you've done that, I'd like you to check the cohesion of your paragraphs. I think, do they flow well together? And finally, I want you to look at that last paragraph and is it clear that your third paragraph about the spider monkey is finished? Much like we looked at with the insect paragraph, where we just spoke about at the end some more species of that kind of insect. Have a think about how you might end this paragraph. We did, in the notes that we looked at, that we've made ourselves, and in the reading comprehension that we did last session, it also ended about how these monkeys might be in danger. You might choose to end yours in the same way. Okay, so in a moment, I'll finish the video and leave you with that task of doing that reading through. And then we'll start back tomorrow with thinking about our final paragraph. Okay, well done, Year 6. See you again tomorrow or next lesson. Thank you. Bye-bye.